Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the second mini video of this series. This series is aimed for creating gallery system including many cards by using Unity and C# script. In the previous episode, I have shown you how to use Unity UI elements to set up one simple card. All resources are available from my GitHub. If you only want to learn how to build card by C#, you can choose to skip episode 1 and download the starting project from my Google Drive and then start learning from this episode. Now, keep in mind that there are several different ways to creating card and my methods might not be the best methods for you. It's just the methods that it's efficient for me. And I'm willing to show you another ideas for you guys. So hopefully in the next 10 minutes, you can learn a lot of useful C# script codes that you can start to immediately use in your daily creation. Okay, let's get started. In the previous episode, we have set up the card by using Unity UI elements. The next step is using C# script to complete our first card. All card information should be added by C# script instead of the UI default text property. Right-click on our script folder and create one C# script called card. First thing first, let's delete the default start and update function. In this time, we also have to delete the MonoBehavior. MonoBehavior is the base class from which every Unity script derives. When you use C#, we must derive from MonoBehavior. After deleting the MonoBehavior, you can try to drag the script to any game object. You will receive something looks like this. Since the script does not derive or inherit from MonoBehavior, I can know that the MonoBehavior have the ability to allows you to add script to game objects. So when we delete the MonoBehavior, sometimes we need custom class and we can use these classes to do things. Class looks like a blueprint for your program. It defines what your program is going to do. It holds your variables, functions, or event anything else you want to throw in there. Back to our card script, we want to add some public variables to hold our card information. We need 3 integer types variables, one for card manner, one for attack power, and one for card health. 2 string type variables can show the detailed information about our card's name and their description. Also, we need a sprite type variable to hold our card profile image. In the next certain video, we will add more variables inside our card. For now, I add 1 text commands including the text keyword to do. Personalized token can be defined under Visual Studio Preferences Environment Tasks. This makes it very easy for you to track simple little things you want to come back to your code without having to use any nodes or other applications. Back to Unity, right-click on the hierarchy, click on Create Empty, and we are going to call this one Card Manager. This one is going to be the game object that is going to hold our card script. So let's try to drag the card to the game object. Some error window will appear in your screen. Because we delete the MonoBehavior, we cannot add this script to any game object. Let's create another script called card display. The first reason for creating another script is that we need one script to attach to our game object. The second reason is that we can lock this new script as a bridge between our custom class with our game object. We want this new script to hold our card class script. Inside the Visual Studio, we can lock card as a type just like int and string. We want to store more than 1 card type variables. Rather than storing them as public card A, card B, card C, we can store them in an array. Array is a way of storing a collection of the same type together. We declare an array in a similar way to declaring an individual variable. However, after the type of the variable, we use open and close square brackets. It's important to make the distinction that an array is not a type, but a collection of variables of a certain type. So if I save my script and switch back, now because of this script derived from MonoBehavior, we can add this script to game object. But while we use public access modifiers and we cannot see any information on the inspector. Because we cannot put the card script to an object, so the Unity does not really see that class. We need to use serializing it. The serializable attribute lets you embed a class with sub-properties in the inspector. Now, we can see our custom class information was showing public in the inspector, and I can assign the length by using the size value. So if I type in a value of 1 into size, I can get one card class information in my array. If you want to change the width and height of the text area in the description, let's use text area to make our inspector look nice. Text area attributes to make a string be added with a height flexible and scrollable text area. The next step we have to do is to connect our card information with the previous UI elements. First thing first, before we can code anything relative to any UI elements, we need to tell our script more about them. The details about the UI toolsets are held in what's called a namespace. We need to use this namespace just as we are using Unity Engine and the system collections. So to do this, at the top of our script, write using UnityEngine.UI. With this in place, we can now write our code. In order to see clearly in Visual Studio, I have laid out to two columns mode. All sequences of public UI type variables are corresponding to the sequences of our card class variables. Also, I have marked some tasks we will finish later. Then, let's create one awake function and start editing our first card on Unity Inspector. For this to work, we need to make sure to drag all UI references to their correct places. Inside the awake function, the main thinking is that we want to assign our card detail information to our UI elements references. So in the C# script code, on the right of the equality sign should our card information. On the left side is our UI elements. In C# script and other computer languages such as JavaScript, the equality sign means assign. A equals B, which means we assign B values to A. The double equality sign means equal. A double equal B, which means A and B has the same values. Back to C# code, we can access and initialize elements of the array by using the name of the array followed by square brackets containing the index of the elements. The index of an element is simply an integer with the first index being 0. For the second element, use the index of 1 and so on. In this tutorial, we are going to make only one card. The first index of the array is 0, so we assign the first card manner information to the Unity manner UI text. Write manner text.text equals cards 0 dot cast manner dot to string. In here, string function can convert the integer variables to string type variable. Then we use the same routine to assign our attack and health information to their UI parts. For the card image, we can use image.spray to access it. Finally, we can assign the description text and their name to UI elements. These two lines are easier because they are the same string type, which we don't need to use ToString function to convert them to the same type. After saving the script, let's back to Unity and enter the play mode. You will notice that when I enter the play mode, a different class appears in the scene view. All detailed information comes from the inspector and our custom class. The description board image and X text should stay on the bottom of our attack and health part, which is my ignore in the episode 1. Let's drag the description board game object to the right order. Great, we have finished our second episode. In the next episode, we are going to update our script to build one flexible function which can edit not only one card. We want to make some functions too efficient for our game. After that, in the episode 4 or 5, I will add much more elements to our card. Finally, you will receive one great card panel in your game. One gallery system can be used in many projects you are working on. Alright, thanks for watching these videos. All resources and credits has attached in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like it, hope smash the like and subscribe button. Alright, see you in the next time.